We have Season 2 of Hero Raids coming up soon when I made this video, adding 2 new Mythic accessory sets, and they're both pretty good, and we'll have a look at Season 3 later in this video, which is still a long way to go before we get to see it on global and NA servers. Also, if you enjoy my content, don't forget to press that sub button and catch me live at twitch.tv/ExilerJ. So first we have the Trace of Wave earrings. Now, they have a set effect like the previous sets, and the difference is the previous set effect was 5% mana regen speed, the ones that we have currently on global and NA when I made this video, but it changes to decreases monster skill cooldown by 5%, so it's a small difference, but it still changes. So what this Trace of Wave earrings does is it restores the destroyed HP by a certain amount when a recovery skill is applied to a team member in arena or siege battle. Each recovery restores up to 10% of the max HP. So the season already ended for them. If we look at the previous stuff here, it says plus 4% of the season bonus. So in total this is 10% max of the target's HP that you can heal off the destroyed HP. Pretty good set. And then next we have the Trace of Thunderstorm earrings, which when you enter arena or siege battle you start off with 5 mana, but your mana regen speed is decreased by 50% for 10 seconds. This set is pretty popular on the Korean server. A lot of people are using it, and it's probably gonna be the most popular one among the two, but there are quite a few people using Trace of Wave as well. It is also a good set. I guess it will depend on the playstyle and what you prefer. I think the Thunderstorm set will make it even easier for rush teams to use their Beast Riders, whatever people are using, just to kill off the enemy in the first 10 seconds of arena. Whereas this set is more used for long-term fights, I guess. Both are pretty good. I guess it's situational depending on your playstyle and your preference. Then one other big thing I have to point out is when Season 3 starts, the currency changes. You will no longer be able to use the old currency to buy Season 3, which is gonna be in like 3 months from when I made this video, so it's still a long way to go. But it is worth pointing out, you can still use your old coins for artifact shards, and surprisingly you can't use the new ones to buy your weekly materials here. You can only use the old ones. So if you're interested in using the old currency still for Season 3, which is like, this is talk like I said for 3 months from now, around 3 months from now. Unless they change it seems like the current currency that we use will have a lot of importance if you want to buy these weeklies, which is pretty interesting. But let's have a look at Season 3. Season 3, we have the Breaching Shield earrings. And first off, the set effect for this season will increase the ult charge by 5% on both of them. And what the Breaching Shield earrings does is when a team member attacks a target with a shield and invincibility, it removes it with a 35% chance before every skill attack. So what it basically is saying is, if you use a skill, you have a 35% chance of removing the shield or invincibility before the damage goes through, which is really strong. There's a 10-second cooldown on this, and once the season ends, the chance gets reduced, as you can see, and it seems like the timer as well. It doesn't make sense that it says 2 seconds during season. I guess it's trying to say it will be 2 seconds more of a cooldown. So maybe 12-second cooldown. I am not too sure what this means exactly. There's no ways this is a 2-second cooldown, otherwise it would be super OP after the season ends. It's supposed to be nerfed after the season ends, so I guess they forgot to translate it correctly there for English. And then set to Annihilation. What this set does is it increases the damage dealt by your summoner by 10% and monsters by 30% when attacking with a basic attack, while having attack speed up. So if you have the attack speed up buff on you, you will do more damage on your monsters, a lot more actually, and more damage on your summoner, which I guess is mostly Solera, Water Weapon, and maybe if you have a monster, even Orbia and the others can maybe gain something out of this, but I feel like this is mostly for your monsters. But I will say this, I haven't seen a Korean player use this set before. It's really not that popular. They really like using the Breaching Shield set. This set is so popular on their server. Like every person I inspect that's Master Plus, they have the Breaching Shield set. They don't use this. This is like full hardcore meta on their server. Another thing I have to point out for Season 2 is I saw a lot of people still using the Moon Legacy set, interesting enough, over these two sets, which is pretty interesting. I mean, it's a 5-second immunity that you still have. That's not really good, but it's not bad at the same time. So some people were still using this set, interesting enough. But let me know what you're thinking of doing. Are you gonna use the new sets, or are you gonna stick to your old one? Yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you found it useful, and don't forget to press that sub button to support me, and take care and stay safe. Peace out, peace out, peace out.